Richard Pryor was more than just a comedian. He was a revolutionary voice who reshaped the boundaries of stand-up comedy. Born on December 1st, 1940, in Peoria, Illinois, Pryor's life was marked by pain, hardship, brilliance, and courage. His story is not just about fame and laughter, but about survival, truth, and transformation. He grew up in a brothel run by his grandmother, where his mother worked as a prostitute and his father was a hustler. From a young age, he was exposed to abuse, violence, and the realities of racism in mid-century America. His childhood was chaotic and traumatic, but it also planted the seeds for the raw honesty and emotional depth that would define his comedy. After being expelled from school and spending time in the U.S. Army, where he was imprisoned for an altercation, Pryor began performing in clubs in the early 1960s. He started out in the style of Bill Cosby, delivering family-friendly jokes, but eventually became disillusioned. In 1967, during a performance in Las Vegas, he abruptly walked off stage, realizing he was censoring himself. That moment changed everything. He reemerged with a new voice, unfiltered, fearless, and deeply personal. Pryor began speaking openly on stage about race, drugs, sex, relationships, and the hypocrisy of American society. He wasn't just telling jokes, he was exposing truths. His ability to blend sharp social commentary with self-deprecating humor was unmatched. In the 1970s, he became a superstar. His comedy albums like That Ninana's Crazy, Is It Something I Said, and Wanted Live in Concert won Grammy Awards and defined a generation of bold, politically aware comedy. He also found success in Hollywood, acting in films like Silver Streak, Stir Crazy, Harlem Nights, and his iconic stand-up movie Richard Pryor. Live on the Sunset Strip. His partnership with Gene Wilder produced some of the most memorable comedy duos of the era. But behind the laughter, Pryor was battling serious demons. He struggled with drug addiction for much of his life, especially cocaine and freebasing. In 1980, he nearly died after setting himself on fire while freebasing. A traumatic incident he later turned into unforgettable stand-up material. His personal life was equally unstable, with 7 marriages to 5 different women, countless affairs, and regular legal and financial troubles. In the late 1980s, Pryor was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a debilitating disease that slowly took away his mobility and speech. Despite this, he continued to perform, act, and inspire others. He was awarded the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in 1998, honoring his trailblazing role in transforming comedy into a medium of truth and resistance. Comedians like Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, and Dave Chappelle have all cited Pryor as their greatest influence. Richard Pryor died on December 10, 2005, from a heart attack at the age of 65. His life was filled with contradictions, pain and laughter, genius and chaos, destruction and redemption. But through it all, he never stopped telling the truth. He made people laugh at the darkest parts of life, and in doing so, made them a little lighter. As Pryor once said, "I went through every emotion with what I did, and I'm glad I did, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have known what I was talking about." His comedy wasn't just entertainment, it was therapy, rebellion, and survival. Richard Pryor didn't just change comedy, he changed the way we see ourselves.